Imagine yourself right now with your dream desire. Everything is worked out for you perfectly. You've become the person that can sustain the life that you desire. That person that you want to have. $30 million, perfect relationship, the physique of your dreams, living in your dream house, traveling the world, helping other people, giving money away to everyone that you care about, just walking in anywhere, walking into a restaurant and being like, you want to know what? I'm paying for everybody's bill tonight in this entire, like that kind of wealth or that kind of desire that's been met with your concept of yourself. Think about this right now. Imagine that you are now this person. I want you to truly feel right now with me that this has already happened to you. This desire is already met. And as soon as you have repetitively created this feeling, and the moment that it becomes natural to you and it feels real to you and you have sustained that concept of yourself, it will happen and materialize in your world. And remember, it's not about just material things. I'm not saying, oh, you got to have the fancy cars and the fancy house and this selfish, all these things like that. When you become the version of yourself that you love and admire, those are just going to be a side effect of the service that you're providing, your purpose. You're helping thousands and millions potentially of people. And then the side effect of that may be material things, but those things don't matter to you. It's your purpose that you love. It's your passion that you're after and the growth that you get from it that keeps you fulfilled and happy throughout your life. And that's the person that you create. That's what you focus on. All right. You focus on the feeling of the person that has everything you desire and is following the purpose and has the vision and feels that deep in their core. And the moment that feels natural to you, it will happen. And if you persist in that assumption, it will harden into a fact. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. This is chapter 11, Interference, the Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. And remember this. This video is sponsored by our school community. So I'm sending love out to each and every one of the members, which is about 1,000 members right now. We are the largest manifestation community on school right now. And I just want to show my love to everyone that has supported me through everything and is supporting me through the platform, and also getting the tools that they need, that you guys need to really get to that next level, to develop the facility of the mind, the faculty, and have all the tools and the systems in place and the community where you're spending a lot of your time now with testimonials and interacting with each other, like-minded individuals, where we're all seeing growth, which is 93%. 93% of everyone within the community is seeing results within their life, and that nothing makes me more excited and happy than that. There's nothing in the world. Like, you could give me $1 million right now or a Bugatti, and yeah, that stuff's all cool, but really it's about the results of the service that I'm providing. When I get the results back from the service and the things that I'm giving out through the service, the servitude, that's really what makes me feel the fire within me. That's what really I wake up in the morning and smile about. That's what puts a smile on my face as I'm going to sleep, and it puts a smile on my face as I'm waking up. And that's why I love my life so much, because every single day I get to see massive success from someone that is within the community or someone that I'm coaching somewhere along the line. And that puts a smile on my face every day. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into this chapter 11, Interference, Neville Goddard's Power of Awareness, where we're giving out the tools to become that successful version of ourselves. You are free. And listen, you right now are free to choose what concept you want to hold for yourself. Remember that. Like, you have the freedom of choice, of decision, if you're conscious. If you've become aware and you've gained back control of the direction of your attention, you can make a choice right now to choose a new concept of yourself. And when you change your concept of yourself successfully, your world has to change with it. Remember that. And if you find that you can't stick to something, you can't stick to a routine, you can't stop eating those honey buns or pizzas and Hot Pockets, you can't get off the couch, you can't post videos every day. You can't do the things that you keep promising yourself you're going to do, but you can't do them. That's because you're not conscious. That's because you haven't developed your focus and present moment awareness. And this is why I create these videos. This is why I created the community, the courses, the videos. This is why I do this every day, because I'm trying to teach you. You have to be conscious, and you have to be able to make a decision and hold to that decision and be consciously aware of what's happening to you all day long. Because if you're not conscious, you're going to lose control through the law of thought transmission. There's going to be thoughts and old habits that come back in, and these thoughts are going to be like, you did so good for 2 days or half a day. Go ahead and eat that Hot Pocket. Or go ahead, no, hang out. You don't need to post a video today. No, there's other people that are successful that only post once every month. You don't have to do that. Listen, do not listen to that voice. Make the decision. You know what to do, okay? When you have a clear vision in your mind, you know what to do. And when you establish the faculty of your attention, a well-concentrated attention with present moment awareness, you know when these thoughts are lying to you, and you can make a decision to say, no, I'm not listening to you today. I'm going to post that video. I'm going to create that business. I'm going to make that call. I'm not going to eat that. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that anymore. And you're going to be able to make that decision and stick with it and be a non-negotiable person that can take your life to that next level. All right? And I wanted to get that out early in this chapter, because you are free to choose the concept you will accept of yourself, and you can, and you do have this freedom. Sometimes people have been overconsumed with consumption rather than creation, and they've lost control of that, but you can gain it back by these simple exercises of the mind, your attention, present moment awareness. You can make a decision now. It will help you make a decision to change your entire life and be financially free. So, therefore, you possess the power of intervention, the power which enables you to alter the course of your future. The process of rising from your present concept to a higher concept of yourself is the means of all true progress. The higher concept is waiting for you to incarnate and create in the world of experience, into the simulation. It's waiting for you to become conscious, to become present, to develop your attention, to make a decision and become a real person that can make a decision and stick with it, and stick with that decision. Learn to love yourself, because a lot of times I created the prison experience that I went through because I didn't love myself. I couldn't make a decision and stick with it. I couldn't write 10 things down and be like, I'm going to do these things today. And I couldn't do it. I'd do 2 of them, maybe, if that. And I would leave 8 undone. And I hated myself for it. Subconsciously, I did. I didn't love myself because I couldn't follow through and make a decision because I wasn't conscious. And I don't want anyone to experience that. I created my own prison. And then I went to prison based on that because I didn't love myself. I didn't trust myself. I didn't respect myself. I didn't have confidence in myself because I couldn't keep my word to myself. I couldn't make a decision and be non-negotiable. Once you become that version of yourself, you're going to be so confident. You're going to have such a high level of concept of self that you're going to be attracting everything amazing to come into your life. When you start keeping these promises to yourself and following through to yourself and then giving that person to the world, your life is going to go from 0 to 1,000, and you're going to love every second of your life if you can just do that. And this is what we're going through. This is what I'm teaching you. Now, unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us, unto him be glory. Ephesians 3:20. Him that is able to do more than you ask or think is your imagination. And the power that worketh in us is your attention. Neville Goddard hits on this too. I didn't pick this up maybe till after the 10th time I read it. And I started developing my attention to see it. See, the power, him that is in you, that is able to do more than you can ask or think, is your imagination. And the power that worketh in us is your attention to hold onto that imaginal picture. Understanding imagination to be him that is able to do all that you ask, and attention to be the power by which you create your future, you can now build your ideal world. Imagine yourself to be the ideal you dream of and desire. Remain attentive to this imagined state, and as fast as you completely feel that you are already this ideal, it will manifest itself as reality in your world. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. This is so clear, John 1:10. Listen, he was in the world, and the world was made by him. Your imagination. The world was made by your imagination. I'll break that down really simply. This is what this is saying symbolically. The world was made by imagination. Imagination creates reality. The mystery that was hid from the ages. Christ in you. Don't you know that Christ lives within you throughout the Bible? Don't you know that? How can we confuse that or misconstrue that in any way? Listen, the mystery hid from the ages. Christ in you, the hope of glory. Don't you know that Christ lives within you? Colossians 1:26-27. And the he in the first quotation of these quotations is your imagination. As previously explained, there is only one substance. This substance is consciousness. It is your imagination which forms this substance into concepts, which concepts are then manifested as conditions, circumstances, and physical objects. Thus, imagination made your world. This supreme truth, with but few exceptions, man is not conscious of. The mystery that Christ is in you, referred to in the second quotation, is your imagination by which your world is molded. The hope of glory is your awareness of the ability to rise perpetually to higher and higher levels. Christ is not to be found in history, nor in external forms. You find Christ only when you become aware of the fact that your imagination is the only redemptive power. When this is discovered, the towers of dogma will have heard the trumpets of truth, and like the walls of Jericho, crumble to dust. All right, so we have chapter 12 next. That's subjective control. That's one of my favorite chapters of this book we're going to get into next. But I just want to give you like a little rehash here, okay? Making decisions, becoming conscious, gaining control of the direction of your attention, and being aware and being able to be a non-negotiable creator into your world is paramount. And if you find yourself that you are falling under this umbrella of this category, then I want to encourage you to join my school community, get within the course, join and participate in the live events where we're going through and creating systematic routines and structures and doing the courses and developing our ability to be able to make these decisions and stick with them. I love you guys, and I will see you inside.